Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Flags. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red and blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode of Third Eye Thursdays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pillar, reporting live and direct. And that song that you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the Facts remix by the one and only 44 Tops. By the one and only 44 Tops. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Check them out right here. The one and only 44 Tops. That is the Facts remix. Man, oh man. I just get so giddy and excited when I think about the animated AI video that song right there is going to what that's gonna birth. It's gonna be crazy. I promise you. Yeah. So peace to the family. Let me know how we sound on the audio. And I want y'all to spread the word, get the word out about this show tonight. This one right here is going to be a bona fide, certified classic. All right. This one right here is guaranteed to be an automatic classic. We have a legend in the building. You dig? We got a legend in the building. And we're going to have a legendary conversation about some legendary shit. You know what I mean? So part one, we did one earlier with our good brother Heru. All right. Our good brother Heru was on the show, put a classic together. Shout out to that good brother. We'll be doing a part two with him very, very soon. Okay. So yeah. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. And then I'm going to bring the guest onto the stage and into the building. All right. So let's go ahead and do the roll call. Fill up those seats. Let y'all get comfortable. Make yourselves comfortable at home. Like I said, spread the word. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. You smell me? Let me go ahead and get this flyer. I'm gonna post a little IG reel and all of that. Get the word out. Sure. All right, all right. So good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the roll call. Let's get this thing popping. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. The roll call. The roll. Mm-mm. All right, we got DMV is in the building. Shout out to the DMV. Shout out to Portland, Oregon. Shout out to Los Angeles. Pray for Paris. Yeah, I'm talking about. Pray for Paris. Harlem in the building. Shout out to Harlem in the building. Yeah, I'm talking about. Brooklyn, Indianapolis, Massachusetts. We got Detroit in the building. We got San Jose in the building. Minneapolis, Rome, Georgia. We have Raleigh. We got Oklahoma, Norfolk. Yeah, man. Shout out to all of y'all. You feel me? Shout out to Minnesota, Minneapolis. Shout out to T. Dot, Toronto, in it. Hawaii is here. We got Hollywood here. Noonan, Cleveland, Nashville. Oklahoma, Rome, Georgia, Raleigh, Durham. Okay, y'all outside tonight. I see. Okay, I see. Texas, we got Nashville, we got Queens, we got Memphis, we got Chicago. It's Chicago. It's Chicago. All right, now. Peace to everybody in the building. This one is going to be yeah, it's gonna feel like we all are at home. Make yourselves comfortable. You know what I mean? Get your pen and pads on deck. If you got the cigars, light it up. It's grown man talk tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Grown man business. You know, if you got some smell goods, if you got the baccarat, or if you got that good smell, that this show is about smell. This is good money tonight. You know what I'm talking about? So you gotta put the cigar, get the cigar lit up, get your little drink and whatnot, put on that smell good, throw some good linen, some good threads on, cause we talking that good, we talking that cloth talk tonight. Cloth come with rhinestones. Oh shit, here we go. There we go. I don't know how extravagant the God is gonna take it, but I'm on my ghost face shit, so I'm taking it there. We want opulence, you know what I mean? We want opulence. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got that Radiohead, the Radiohead cigar. This is straight out of Honduras. This is for magic rituals only. This is for magical, this is for rituals, this is for portal openings. You smell me? But let's get it in, man. So let me go ahead and bring our esteemed guests to the stage and open up the line and get this thing going. Shout out to everybody in the building, pulling up and whatnot. Make yourselves at home. Like I said, if we wind up going past the 2-hour mark, we will take a break, a smoke break, a coffee break, a stretch bathroom break, or whatever break you need. We'll take about a 5-minute break. We're gonna have words from our sponsors as we go throughout the show. You know, we got commercials and whatnot because we got advertisers. So yeah, that part. But you said, Red, how do I get one of those cigars? Well, you're gonna meet Mr. Tobacco himself tonight. You're gonna meet the tobacco man himself, and he'll be able to answer that question for you. You smell me? I'm glad that you asked that question. How do we get one of those? How do we get the big? Yeah, this right here, this shit right here. I got one that I'm already did. I got one that I'm already smoking on. It's over there it's by the back door, the garage and whatnot. But yeah, this one right here. I might light it up while I'm on a live. If the vibe dictates that. But yeah, so Rich, if you in the building, let's get this thing going. You know what I'm talking about? So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to bring to you our good brother, none other than the one and only, never a phony, not a baloney, the God, Radiohead, Rich in the building.
All right, all right. Can you hear me, Red?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, loud and clear. How was that intro?
You what you said? How are you breaking up? What you say, Red?
How was that intro?
Oh, it was magnificent. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. It was magnificent.
Yes, yes, yes.
I truly appreciate it.
Please introduce yourself to the ladies and gentlemen in the audience. I did say my esteemed guest, but I don't want to assume that every single person in the building is aware of who you are.
Before I introduce myself, I was just looking. I'm loaded with symbols. You notice they say symbols is a QR code for the subconscious mind. Robert Edward Grant say that, right?
That's
And
a fact.
I was just looking at my hat, my shirt. Y'all see the back, y'all? Shout out to I got a brother from Brazil who did this here. You see the throne? Look who's on the throne, Red.
Yeah, the goddess.
Look who's on the throne. But yeah, this is
fire.
this is fire. It's loaded with symbology.
That's a whole
You'll see the symbols that have been taken from us. These are symbols that have been taken from us. And you got, check this out. This is the crazy shit, y'all. So you got the Bohemian Grove niggas who took this and made it and polluted it. You got Hitler and them wannabes supremacists who took it and diluted it. You got what else we got here? Shit, I mean, just so much. We don't know the truth about the animals. We so out of touch with nature. But it's just, they take all our shit, Red. They mess it up. They mistranslate our shit. And we're here in 2025 and we got a hell of a cleanup to do. But you know what? Somebody's got to do it, Red. And that's what me and you are here for. And everybody else, everybody watching, somebody's got to do it. And that's what we're here for. We're all doing it each individually for our family and for our friends, for our children, and for everybody who's observing us. So at all times, be on your Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan shit. Put on a show. I'm a showman, Red. Every time I'm on, I put on a show, and that's because I'm representing. I got work to do, Red. But go ahead.
Well, tonight instead of Red, it's Rich Phil.
Rich Phil. Okay.
Yeah, we had to switch it up. You know what I mean? And hit that gear right there. We're gonna have a very informative conversation. The angle that I want to take with you tonight is going to be one of manifestation by way of AI, right? This is going to be for my businesses that are out there of all ages, of all walks of life, of all demographics, of all levels, whether beginner, advanced, or master. This is for 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. This is for the unemployed. This is for the duly employed. This is for the very wealthy. This is for the very unwealthy. I want to speak to you, good brother, about methods. I want to speak to you, good brother, about formulas. And I want to speak to you, good brother, about universal law. First and foremost, let's start it off with universal law.
Can I say something real quick, Red?
Yes, you can. Of course.
Sometimes I'll be watching them interviews and I'll be like, yo, so-and-so wild. And I'll be like, I like the freeness sometimes. The interviews when somebody like even a Kanye, when he come on the interview and he just start doing what comes to mind. But before we started, today's my son's birthday. I want to give a shout out to my little son. Hold up, let me put it on. That's my son. He turned 7 today, and that's my little baby girl. That's my little. They recently took a picture together, and they absolutely love each other.
Adorable. Yeah, did that today.
No, we did that like 2 weeks ago, and we just got the pictures like 2 days ago. Wow. And I'm in love with this picture of them together. So shout out to
they like dolls.
And shout out to my little baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little baby girl right there. She looked like my mom's Duke. So shout out to
beautiful.
Shout out to Wifey for holding them down while I work and do what I gotta do. But yeah, go ahead, Red. I wanted to start the show like that, Red, because it creates an aura. You know, we on our Napoleon Hill shit, and I want to create that EMF feel. But go ahead, my brother.
I mean, you right on top of it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The pivot is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so family, welcome to another edition of Third Eye Thursdays. Of course, we're glad that y'all here. And tonight we about to merge the mystical with the practical.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring the ancient with the cutting edge. You feel me? The spiritual with the algorithmic, right? And we're gonna speak about how to use AI to increase your manifestations. So before y'all thinking that I might have lost the plot, I'm gonna ground it for you. Manifestation is not a trend that showed up on TikTok last Tuesday. This is an ancient science, right? Napoleon Hill wrote about it in the 30s when he said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Bruce Lipton showed us through epigenetics that our beliefs literally rewrite our biology. The mystics knew it. The quantum physics confirmed it. And now we got the tools that can exponentially amplify it. So here's the thing. AI is not here to replace your consciousness. It's here to extend it, to take your visions, your affirmations, your purpose, and give them form in ways that you couldn't before. It's like having a metaphysical workshop in your pocket. And tonight, I got somebody who's been living at this intersection, somebody who's built an empire showing people how to merge consciousness with technology, how to turn vision into reality using the tools of this age. My brother has a platform, 363 Empire, with over 500,000 subscribers. He's teaching, he's elevating, he's activating. He's not just talking theory. He's out here vibe coding reality, building systems, and showing people the practical path to manifestation in a digital age. So, welcome, my brother Radiohead, to the program. All right.
Salute, Red. Salute, my brother.
Luke. So I want to know, my good brother, what was the moment that you realized that AI wasn't just another tech trend, but actually a spiritual accelerator? When did you see the connection between consciousness and code?
When Apple was talking about the what was the glasses? What was it called?
The Vision Pro.
Yeah. So when Vision Pro was coming out, I had an idea, and I'm about to talk about that, and I've seen people implement it. I seen the possibilities of creating extremely, because everybody at this point knows that the importance of a vision board, and I seen the possibilities of an extremely advanced vision board using that. But in my mind, I said that shit is too much radiation on your brain. Like me myself, my avatar is so sensitive, I can't even wear Bluetooth headphones because it gives me like extreme headaches. So I was like, damn, the potential is there, but that shit is just too radioactive, for lack of better words, just too toxic for some people's avatars or whatever. But I seen the potential and what could be created with technology. So that was the beginning of it. And I was just like, they're gonna create something that could really help us manifest at 100 times speed that what we have been manifesting at for the past 20 years. And right now, right in front of us, right in front of the world, behold, that thing that I waited for the last 20 years is now in front of us. I've been thinking about this idea since I seen What the Bleep Do You Know? And it's mind movies. Or white people do this shit all the time. The mind movie shit. They do that shit all the time. But I had a specific type of mind movie that I want to create, but I needed a certain technology to create it. And but that Apple Vision Pro was almost, but it was just too toxic. So when this AI, I remember you was going hard. Salute to Red, really salute to Red. Everybody, the fashion industry series that he was doing. Fantasy. You know, I fantasy, yeah, fantasy, not fashion, fantasy. And I would tune in here and there. I'm doing my own thing. I'm tuning here and there, and I'm like, oh, that's what's up. And Red's constantly giving the community something that we're not getting. It's hard to get the information that Red, and shout out to the brother Spin, is delivering. But once Google VO3 came out,
Right.
and y'all was talking about it, I seen other people talking about it, then I seen the internet. I'm like, oh, it's time. I was like, oh, we at that level now. I gotta reach out to Red. That's when I reached out to you, started giving me game on the AI, whatever. But let me just say this to close out this this answer. I understand everybody's being upset with AI. It makes a horrible master. It's like money. I understand people being frustrated with the money system we're under. You just got to understand how this works. Money makes a horrible master, but it makes a wonderful servant. It's the same thing with AI. It makes a horrible master, but it makes a wonderful servant. And in the hands of somebody irresponsible, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Hands down. I'm not trying to act like it's going to help everybody. In the hands of somebody irresponsible, a disaster waiting to happen. In the hands of somebody responsible, right, we could create the next Atlantis down here. Now I'm closed like that.
I would agree with you, and I would say that AI is neutral, and he who yields it, whatever's on the heart of he who yields this tool, determines how that tool is going to be used. But AI, as it stands, is neutral. The same way that fire is neutral, the same way that a gun is neutral, it's the person that yields it is going to be whether it is for good or for evil. Because, like you said, your computer before the rise of AI, your home computer was literally the most effective tool in your house, way effective than a television, and effective than a refrigerator, based off of what's usually in people's fridge and whatnot, way effective than any household item. It was your home computer because you literally could stay at home and make a living. You literally could get on that computer and solve problems. You could teach from that computer. You could reach the world from that computer. You could build there's so many things that you could do right from a home computer. Then it has evolved into the smartphone. Now it's going into another place where wearables, people have like smart wearables, like the biometric and the biocoherent wearable market is huge. You got people that could walk around with devices that could tell the health of their aura. You know that, right?
I don't know about those. I don't know about all of that.
Well, they have something called biometrics. They're up there right now. They could take your heart rate. They could take it's a lot of things in advanced technology that's going on right now, especially with wearables. But yeah, man, the technology, if done right, like you said, could resurrect an Atlantis on this planet. It is like just seeing how technology is accelerating. I now could see how the pyramids and all of these other things were developed. I get it. Like it's not far-fetched. Like I get it, yo. You know. So
yeah. Any question, or you just want me to just?
Oh no, I got some more.
Hey, Red, real quick, my brother. Do you have the link in the chat? I don't see the link in the chat. I think that's most important, that we got that link in the chat. I really want the family to join us on this endeavor. I don't, some people are gonna come on late. For some people it might be too late, Red. But like I said, you being up on this, and I mentioned the fantasy industry complex, but you actually put me on AI years ago when we did our first workshop,
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. And I appreciate you for what you do. Each one of us is pieces to the puzzle, and Red is tapped into the latest cutting edge shit that's out there, yo. And I be like in my own world, so everybody's good at what they do. I bring to Red what I get from my world. Red brings to me what he gets from his world. And I think that if we each do that, like they say C. Freeman L said, you means your own universe. If you could bring your own universe to somebody and somebody could bring their own universe to you, that's currency. Man, people
Right.
talk about creating communities, but I can't create a community. I can't even create a friendship or a bond with somebody who doesn't bring me an aspect of their universe. It just
Right.
can't be me bringing an aspect of my universe.
My
You bringing
universe.
drama to me is not bringing an aspect in the universe. It's you taking my universe from
My
me.
peace.
Yeah,
Right.
in the
Taking
form
away.
of manipulating my energy from me. So I love the fact that you have introduced the technology to the community, Red. So I just can't stress that enough. So I just want to say that again.
Man, that's a great segue, bro. That's powerful. I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. They see AI as a cold, soulless thing. you know. But what I've done is, and what others have done, is where we've been showing them the extension of the intention. You know what I'm saying? We've been showing them how it actually can be a builder and it could be used for right. So I want to lay some foundation for everybody that's watching, and I want to get your take on it. I want to show how Napoleon Hill, who came out about 100 years ago, he has timeless information. It could be it could be up to date, it could be updated to where we are right now, right? So he dropped a lot of potent wisdom, and his work is still selling, it's still true. So the three pillars from Think and Grow Rich that still stands true today, the three pillars that stand tall, is the definition and the definiteness, right? The definiteness of purpose. Napoleon said that the starting point of all achievement is desire, crystallized, definite intention. You need to know exactly what you want, right? He interviewed about 500 of the most successful people of the time: Edison, Ford, Carnegie, and every single one of them had this laser focus. They wasn't just didn't have their heads in the cloud. They had laser focus. I see that in you over the years from Brooklyn. You wasn't what they call a grifter. You wasn't what they call a drifter. You wasn't just drifting around New York looking for things to do. You were standing out there. You knew what you wanted. You set your camera up. You started filming, and then you built it from there. The
Facts.
second is auto suggestion, affirmations. You must repeat your definite chief aim daily out loud with emotion until your subconscious accepts it as a fact. These are timeless teaching. These are the three pillars, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the world that we're in right now with these tools called AI. But it's when you hear the word AI, I don't know what your mind might think, but the way that they painted it, people are repelled. They're not even willing to see it for what it is. Auto suggestion. You must repeat your definite chief aim daily, right? So AI can do that now. Third, the mastermind principle. When two or more minds come together in harmony towards a definite purpose, they create a third invisible force. So imagine if you have all of these AI agents around you right now, and they're all on purpose, and they're part of your mastermind. You might be missing an accountant, or you might be missing somebody with a cunning type of a mind, like a Machiavellian mind. Well, now you might have the opportunity to replace that with something that you've created, a mind that you might have created and prompted. Okay. So Bruce Lipton showed us through epigenetic that your beliefs control your genes, that you're not a victim of your DNA, you are the programmer. The subconscious mind runs 95% of your life on old programming. So my question to you, brother Rich, is when you're teaching your 450,000 subscribers about manifestation, how do you help them bridge the gap between these timeless principles and the AI tools that are available today? Like, what's the first shift in mindset that they need to make?
The first thing I want them to know is it's like when I talk to Dr. B,
Yes.
He'll hold up his herbs and he'll say, if you don't think these herbs are going to work for you, just don't get them. Don't bother calling me. Don't get them. You have to have, because belief it collapses the wave into particle. Belief is underrated, underappreciated, and underexamined. But belief is the thing that collapses wave into particle. So if I have something that works and your belief is so strong that you don't think it works, you are the main ingredient in anything that you taste, anything that you do, any relationship you have, any music that anything you do in life. If you have sex, whatever you doing, you are always the main ingredient. I'm coming up with a merch line. I need to say, you are always the main ingredient. You are always the main ingredient. So if the main ingredient is missing, ain't nothing gonna work. Ain't no product gonna work. AI ain't gonna work. Some people, listen, sometimes the doctors don't even know what the fuck they doing. But the main ingredient is there. Your belief is there. Your belief is there so strong in the white coats that shit ends up. The doctors sometimes tell you got 6 months to live. You could be perfectly healthy. The main ingredient could be so strong that you believe them, and now all of a sudden you pass away after 6 months. So you got to, I would say with AI, as I would say with anything, the main ingredient has to be there, and that is with belief. And the only way that we can have our belief is when we know the science behind all of this. And that's what myself, you, Seven Bomar, all of us is here to bring to the people, because once they know the science, then they would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I know. They got a direction. They're like, oh, I know where we're going. Ooh, we going somewhere far with this, Red. Oh my God, we going far. This is why y'all listen. AI is so powerful. I've been tapping in so much. I'm not saying AI is the reason I changed the name of my channel, but it definitely helped influence it. It definitely helped influence it because I see how powerful I'm supreme power. And I know where I'm going. I know where I'm already. See, it's kind of difficult to explain, Red, because where I'm going is where I'm already at in a different dimension. So I'm already there. I'm already there.
Yeah, you're waiting for you to get there.
Yeah, but to communicate with this dimension, I have to say I'm going to get there. So this is why some people we sound arrogant and we'll be like, I'm the best. And a person to say, where's your proof? We never have the proof. The proof is in our mind. The proof is not physical. It's not tangible yet. But I'm going so far, and I see AI being a major part of that. And I talk to the family about us advancing beyond AI, because that's actually not the end goal, the end game. We're going into radionics.
Right. It's a means to get to something else.
It's a means to get to something even great, Atlantean technology. But we're never get rid of AI. AI is going to be our assistant. Even when we have radionics, AI will be our assistant. And it will be happy being our assistant, because we are the gods, and the language of the universe is emotions, and we will communicate. People don't even know, Red. We've been before AI, like people be like, yo, AI understands you. AI technology, cars, computers have always been interacting with our bio field, with our EMF field. Why do you think back in the days, I said this on my show, old black men, their car break down, they'd be like, come on, Betsy, get that car rubbed. All of a sudden, they turn the car turn on. That's you communicate. Listen, it's vibration. It's frequency at the end of the day. Your frequency at the end of the day. You could communicate with that thing. We always done that as a people. We just didn't know how to articulate it. So we got cars to work just based on talking to it. We got all types of electronics to work just based on talking to it. But we just now thinking about it because AI is so advanced and is talking back to us. We're like, hey, this thing understand us. Electronics been understood us because we are electronics. We are the first AI. This is an interface system with your soul in this dimension. We've been talking to cars and all that shit, Red. Ask a brother who got old Betsy, and I see the orders is coming in. Bring these orders in, family. That's what I'm talking about. This is what. Listen, I could go. I'm gonna let you go, man. Listen, when I get started, I get started. Let's go, y'all.
Betsy.
It's upon us.
It is most definitely upon us. That's crazy that you even said that, because that was segueing in right into what the next question was.
Yo, let me say this, Red. Let me say this.
Yes.
You know how I know we AI? I'm giving it a quick example of how we AI and how we're tapping into this. We're tapping into this field, and we're like radio antennas, and we're each receiving signals from the broadcast station. I talked to Red and Blue, right? I talked to them about a year and a half ago. I said, yo, this streaming shit is yo, we got to get off this music streaming shit. Yo, this shit is a slave system. Yo, I want to create something new. I want to go back to not streaming. I want people to either download the album or whatever. I'm like, yo, I want to come out with this website. I mean, not this website, this app. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come out with this app called Music Renaissance, and it's going to completely transform how we view music, but it's going to be for a niche market. A niche is a niche or niche. What is the niche or niche?
It's both.
It's going to be a niche market, and it's going to cater to like music that's of a high vibration or whatever, this and that. We had this talk, right?
Right.
I see my brother Keys. Shout out to I just gave him a shout out the other show. I really appreciate what he's doing, especially with all the cooning that's going on right now. He stands out even more. And Keys is on this whole Renaissance tour thing. Then I go to Tariq Nasheed. I'm watching his channel. He's talking about the Renaissance is upon us. Then I'm watching Robert Edward Grant. He's saying the Renaissance. Where did we all get this word? Why is everybody all of a sudden using this word? You didn't tell Keys. I had a conversation with Brother Rich, and he wants to come out with a music app called. We didn't have a conversation with Tariq or Robert Edward Grant or whoever. There's somewhere where we're getting this information. This is why I changed my name to Radiohead Rich, because I'm like, yo, if there's anything I want to be in this life for the rest of my life, I want to master receptivity. I want to master receptivity to be able to tune in to that broadcast tower that Nikola Tesla kept telling us about. And if we are able to tune into that, we're going to create the most advanced tech ever. So it starts with AI. AI is like our training wheels. AI is our training wheels, and we're going to progress from there, family. But we got a whole movement going on. Family, make sure you click on that link. It is going to be on. It is on and popping right now. And it's on and popping. Yeah. Shout out to Sharif Bey for introducing us to Radio Onyx. Seven Beaumont and everybody else is doing their thing, man. For real. This is dope. I'm loving this, man. As you can see, I'm loving this.
Definitely. So I want to know.
Yeah, Beyonce dropped Renaissance. Yeah, exactly. She dropped Renaissance.
Beyonce got the Renaissance, right?
Beyonce, yeah.
And back to what you said earlier from the answer to the question that you gave, there was an excellent answer. I want to just double back and also co-sign that the tools, these AI tools that people are going to come across and that are going to interface with, they're only as powerful as the intention that's behind them.
Yeah.
They're only as powerful as the intention behind them. If you have an intention, if you have a vision, if you have a goal, then it's similar to playing a video game, right? You come across the AI is just a super tool that you'll pick up in the video game or along the way to get you to that goal, to get you that intention. You can have all of the AI in the world, but if you don't have that definitive reason or that definitive purpose that Napoleon Hill and them talked about, then you just making cool pictures. You're going to just be, you're going to just turn into one of those AI slot people that's just making mad pictures while your nose is running, right? But you're not going to build. You're not going to create. You're not going to develop into a founder. You're not going to become an inventor. So this is my third question. I see that you've been using AI to rebuild your brand, to build your content, your visual identity. Yes. What are 2 or 3 AI tools that you can't live without right now? And how are you specifically using them to manifest your vision for 363 Empire?
I'm using Google VO3.
Yes.
Chat GPT.
Okay.
Those are the main 2 I'm using. I'm not heavy into it. Like Sora, of course.
Okay.
That's part of Chat GPT. So I'm using Sora. Okay, so let me just, because these are parts of each other. Sora, what's the Nano Banana?
Nano Banana is Google.
Nano Banana.
Yeah, VO3,
Chat, Sora. I'm utilizing all of those right now. And it's dope. I would say, what was the second part equal? Why am I using it? You said?
Not why you're using it. I just
Well, let me say this.
how you're using it to build out to
Exactly.
manifest your vision for 363 Empire.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for yeah. I'm using it in a sense that I'm recreating our imagery. I need y'all to listen very closely to what I'm about to say. So I'm using AI. I talked about Bobby, right? Yeah, I want y'all to listen real closely. I'm for real.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, Bobby talked for years. All of us have talked for years about changing the imagery in Hollywood, right? And we've been begging for a Mansa Musa movie and a Morsh movie. And we've been begging, like begging, pleading. People have been writing scripts. Hollywood is like, nope, nigger, nope, nigger, nope, 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 nigger, nope, nigger, nope, nigger, nope.
They're denying everything.
We don't have to beg anymore. Sometime you ask for something, right, Red? This happened to me before. You ask for something and you want it so bad, but when you get it, it comes. It's not that it comes fast, but it comes fast. Like it might take 10 years to come, but when it comes overnight. So it still comes fast. So
Right.
we've been asking for this for decades, but when it came like that. It wasn't like a lead up. It just AI was just here one year. One year we were talking about
Dropped in our lap.
cryptocurrency, and then next year it was AI. So it's like sometimes it's like too good to be true, and we're like, nah, that's not it. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. We don't have to beg and plead anymore. So with AI, I'm creating different images of us. Like I said, images are the QR code. Robert Edward Grass say this, and
Right.
he said symbols. I'm gonna say symbols and images are the QR code to the subconscious mind, and are the symbols that have been used on us in Hollywood is absolutely horrendous. So I just think that it's our time to really, 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 really analyze what's going on. Understand that these are like this is like visualization on steroids when it comes to these AI tools. And there's something I want to show the people, Red, real quick, if you would allow me to. Can I how do I share screen? I've never been on the other side sharing the screen.
All you gotta do is pull it up. I'll pull it. I'll put it on the big stage for you. Yeah, just click on share the screen.
Wait, let me get rid of this.
My brother, do you have your cigar on deck? Is what I want to know.
Yeah, I do.
So we're gonna light up before the night is over.
Nah, not tonight. That's not tonight. Not tonight. Might tomorrow. You know why? Because we're premiering the movie tomorrow.
Oh, let's talk about that too. And I got the commercial queued up when you're ready to premiere your commercial trailer.
Indeed. So I want y'all to really, really, really understand what's going on here. This is something that me and Jew have done many shows about. This concept is called mirror neurons. So mirror neurons, mirror neurons are specialized brain cells discovered in the 1990s in monkeys and later studied in humans. They activate both when you perform an action and when you observe someone else performing the same action. For example, watching someone smile can activate your brain smiling circuitry. Seeing an athlete perform can trigger motor patterns as if you're moving too. They're taught to play roles in empathy, learning by imitation, and social bonding. The second thing they talked about is mirror neurons and manifesting reality. When people talk about manifesting reality, they usually mean the process of aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions to bring desired outcomes into existence. Mirror neurons might contribute in indirect ways. Visualization and embodiment. When you imagine or observe success, your mirror neurons fire as if you were performing it. This may help condition your brain and body to rehearse the outcome, making it feel more attainable. So with that being said, I want to show Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Me and Jew talked about this also. Shout out to Minister Jew. Kobe Bryant was a student of Michael Jordan. He studied Michael Jordan like a motherfucker studies I don't know what. I mean, he studied him. If you watch this game, it's extremely similar to Michael Jordan, as you can see in all these plays. And straight clone. This is the science of mirror neurons. This is the best example of mirror neurons that us as a Black community could observe and understand. when you see identical red. I mean, it's absolutely, you would think it was some Illuminati shit. If you see some of the plays Jordan did, you would be like, oh, he was in a ritual and this and that, whatever.
Right,
but
right. Sacrifice the home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The sneakers. It's the soul, brother. The soul.
So I want y'all to understand this. As Black folks, we don't have a lot of mirror neuron examples of mirror neurons to imitate of greatness. So when a white person looks out, when a white person wakes up, he's tight, he walks out his door. He's inspired by everything around him. He sees he sees statues of angels. He sees his people on posters. He sees Romeo and Juliet. He sees Subway ads. He sees Starbucks with a goddess on it as the symbol. He sees every logo everywhere as a white person being dominant. And then he goes to the supermarket and picks up something called devil cakes, and it's a nigga looking person there. And I'm being, I'm saying this I'm not being literal, but it's a person who's Black there. And he's like, oh my God, thank God that person doesn't look like me. Guess what? His whole reality is assisting him. He has assistance from his entire collective consciousness that we are living in. Guess what we have? We live in a whole world that's doing the opposite for us. So you know what happens most of the time, family? I'm from Harlem, right? So you see how I talk, right? Most of the times, people who are able to make it past that programming, because programming supersedes your desires. We desire something, but the program says, nigga, you ain't getting it because this ain't your program. So we got to change our programs. We the masters of desire. I want this. I want a good man. I want a good woman. These bitches ain't shit. We the masters of desires, but we haven't changed our programs yet. How you change your program is through your subconscious mind. They have affected our subconscious mind. So what we do a lot of times is we get arrogant, and people will be like, oh, that guy, Muhammad Ali is arrogant. Floyd Mayweather is arrogant. Jay-Z is arrogant. Serena Williams is arrogant. Kanye West is arrogant. Anybody that you see make it past that program, we're not used to seeing that level of confidence, so we call it arrogant. But that person has to think so grandiose of themselves. They have to think so highly of themselves because everything around them tells them the opposite. Unlike white people, everything around them supports them. You Black, everything around you tells you the opposite.
Definitely.
Imagine, this is just a small example. Imagine if even your father, just because he looks like you, right? And you growing up in a household and your mother say you look like your daddy and your daddy wasn't shit. I mean, that is a deep level of programming. God damn it, that's a deep level of programming. Your mama is comparing you to a nigga she hate and you look like him. What do you think you're going to act like and do? So with AI, we have something to assist our mirror neurons. I was on the plane to Honduras, right?
Right.
I got like 20 of these. I was getting these here. I'm on my plane to Honduras.
It's down from 100.
I'm on the plane. And shout out to everybody. I'm on the plane, and they're fresh, man. They're like butter soft right now. Get them while, but and I'm watching the AI video because shout out to Original Black God. He just sent it to me, and I'm like, I tell him what I'm looking for. He's like an expert at it, and he was a student of Red. So once again, shout out to Red. We always gonna go back to Red. Shout out to Red. And he sent me the video, and I'm watching it on the plane, and I must have watched it 30, 40, 50 times. My battery was about to die, and I was like, yo, I need my battery because I gotta call so-and-so when I land in Honduras to tell them to pick me up. So I'm like, all right, let me put my phone down. I done watched it 50 times, but as I'm watching it, she was just getting activated. I started feeling the way. I started feeling wriggle. My mirror neurons was like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, this is real. And the music, the cinematic music. Listen, family, this is what we needed for the last 50 years. And I'm just talking about from an aspect of visualization, mirror neurons, quantum physics. I'm just talking, there's so many angles we could go. Red goes another angle, 7 goes another angle. I'm talking about from a small aspect of it. In terms of mirror neurons and manifestation, We don't have that backup. This is why black men go to sports so much, because we see our greatness in sports. We don't see our greatness anywhere else. So we go to sports and brag about somebody that looks like us.
Because we need a winner to live vicariously through. We need a champion to live through.
Right now, with AI, artificial intelligence, we could create our own winners on film. Red could put himself somewhere in a world, and you can sit there, zone out, say you smoking on a cigar. You go into what's that state? Alpha, I forget that state. Theta. You go into theta state. You go into that flow state, right? And you just zone out. You got to remember, fam, this is the thing. The reason why they do this and why it's so tied to spirituality, Greg Braden talks about this. The language of the universe is emotion. Emotion is instructions to the empty space around us that we think is empty is alive in intelligence. It's the energy that holds everything together. It's the bridge. Everything that this is composed of divine intelligence. Everything that we see around us responds to our emotion. So this is why the black man rubbing the car. Come on, Betsy, get your ass up. You can do it. This is why it responds. Our human emotion influences atoms and molecules. This is what we are not taught. So their number one tool, and this is why Hollywood is in, the CIA is in Hollywood, is to influence our human emotion. Who's the most emotional people on the planet? Black people. Who walks with emotion? White women have to walk with heels just to walk how a black woman walks naturally. You see how a black woman switch?
Right.
She don't even need heels to switch, nigga.
That's right.
You see how a pimp walk? You see how a brother walk? That's it. That's called majestic. That's emotion. Yeah. That's majestic. That's like, yeah, nigga, like there's only, you ever seen, and I don't want to make this a racial thing. You ever see some races walk robotic like this, like robots?
Right. Oh, stiff.
I mean, like they're in an army or something, and they're being told how to walk. Man, a nigga strut so hard, you think he about to fall. What did I don't want to quote Diddy, but remember that song? The world is filled with what did he say? Pimp so hard, a nigga drag his mink on the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we like that. We like that.
We are like that. For
real. But that's emotion. But we haven't been taught the science of emotion. So everybody manipulates our emotion. They got Charlie Kirk manipulating our emotion. And I'm not saying you can't talk about them, but listen, that emotion is your precious currency. It's more valuable than the money in your bank. And I got a lot of money in my bank. Got a lot of it. Right. I'm good because I'm wealthy, and I knew that, and I realized that. But you know what's more valuable than that? You know, that's a byproduct of my human EMF field, my aura, my emotion, and my spiritual, me recognizing my spiritual identity. So what helps us to realize our spiritual identity is seeing greatness. What we'll introduce into the world is going to show us our greatness, and we're going to have no choice but to perform great because we're going to be programmed. It's going to be beyond our desires. And on that note, Red, show them what I'm talking about when we're talking about reprogramming our minds, Red. Drop that shit, Red. I'm like a rapper and you're the DJ and I tell you to drop it. So I feel like, you know, you got to hurry up, Red. You got, you know what I mean?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it.
Tonight, I will perform in a manner never before seen anywhere in the world.
The audience loved it.
This show, this radionics, it's top-notch.
Then we must celebrate.
A real showman invents something new. Something other men will scratch their heads over and whisper, I suppose you have such a show then, one the world has never seen.
I do. And it's one they'll remember me for.
Witness the marvel of the age, the Radionics Resonator.
What happened out there? What in God's name did we witness? It was the greatest show I've ever seen, which is why he won't keep it. Then we must learn how he does it.
The lights are breathtaking tonight.
A
truly memorable evening.
Indeed, a marvel of our time.
The unseen, made flesh before your very eyes.
I need to know how he does it.
He has no trick. It's real.
But at what cost to our principles?
He's obsessed with discovering your methods. He isn't watching your show anymore. He's dissecting it.
So you're working with Jesuits. If you ever speak to my wife again, I'll kill you. Radionics, ladies and gentlemen. No one can shut me down.
They're destroying everything! Everything! They can burn the stones, but they cannot burn the memory.
Look at Her Majesty, my dear. She stands for all of us.
Remember our stories.
Straight up, IMAX. So film, ladies and gentlemen, clap it up, y'all. Clap it up, clap it up. We talking about film. Like, this is a new age we in right here. This is literally the dreams of our forefathers, our ancestors. This is something that if Bobby and Phil had access to this type of technology, if Delbert and whatnot, if the master teachers, imagine if Dr. Ben had his hands on these type of tools and whatnot. So let them know about all of the details for the show tomorrow, the premiere of the movie. What made you even want to do a movie? What made you want to enter into AI filmmaking? And what does this mean for the future of manifestation of our deepest, our best scripts and some of our quote unquote deepest and darkest occult movies?
You know, like I said, sometimes you got to be delusional, especially when reality doesn't back up what you're thinking in your mind. So I practice healthy delusional thinking. And part of my healthy delusional thinking is that the world is up for grabs. And I'm one of the people that's going to take full advantage of it. So I see what's going on with the world and industries. And I don't feel, I know in my heart that I'm going to be a major player in the movie industry. I keep using the language of this dimension. I got to start using the language of the dimension that we really exist in is the present. So I am a major player in the movie industry. I am a major player in the music industry. I'm a major player in the spiritual industry. And I'm a major player in the health industry. These are industries that I'm a major player in because I'm living, Neville Goddard said, to live from the end and go toward. So I live from the end. So I'm talking about the end, but my end is my present. My end is my present. You know what I'm saying? Whereas your present is your present and your end is in the future. So it's like a way of thinking. If somebody asks, are we going to talk about somebody said, where is it at? Somebody asked about transmuting our emotion. Yeah, well, the thing about it is that people who have joined, has anybody signed up to this workshop tonight? Share that link again, Red. I want to know people who sign up for this workshop. It goes beyond, first of all, we have a Discord. Everybody's in a Discord right now, and we usually wait for the last month to get it popping. So things actually Red and Spin City is about to do a show on a Discord.
Actually tomorrow
they're going to do a show tomorrow on the Discord. So we're actually going to have classes on the Discord every week. Several classes every week is going to be on the Discord leading up, but we usually wait like a month just to get everybody. So because we like a big crowd, so it could be nice, it could be a nice community. But yeah, it's gonna be on and popping, and it's beyond the workshop. For those who sign up, you are part of a Discord community, and you have an invitation to the Radionics community that we are creating after this AI workshop. And the Radionics community is the yeah, that's the grand prize. That's the, and you know what I'm saying? It's, I don't know if I'm gonna it's gonna be a small community. I don't want to say it's gonna be a small community, but it's gonna be a community that is now open to the general public. But whoever signs up to the AI workshop has access to that. Yeah, anybody who signs up is 20 is lifetime access. So if you sign up, even if you can't make it that day, you have a lifetime access to the workshop. So okay, yeah, Slim Bay, yeah, I know you signed up. Shout out to Slim and Ya Bay, but who signed up tonight? I want to know, has anybody signed up tonight?
Yes. Where are our signups for tonight, ladies and gentlemen? You know, I told you that y'all inspired me, right? You know, I jumped into the Radionics game after I listened to that show with our brother Sharif Bay. My mind was completely blown. I went right to my research. I went right to my design, and I put together a Radionics device. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
So yeah. This is something that needs to come back. This is something that is back already. This is going to be the breakthroughs, you know. Conscious technology, ladies and gentlemen. Conscious technology. The way that the more do it.
Assisted technology. They say, yo, some of the devices, the Radionic devices, they wasn't even plugged in, Red, but they were working. They turned on.
They turned on, right?
They turned on.
That's a fact.
Because, like I said, Red. Our human emotion, the field is alive. All of this is alive. The emptiness is, everything is alive, Red. But it's reality is reacting to us. We think this is the problem, Red. We're reacting to reality. Something, okay. Oh, what happened today? Oh, that happened. This happened. That happened. Nobody ever asked you. Think about this, family. Think about this. And black people, when I go like this, that's just another example of how black people talk with emotions or live with emotions.
Right.
Who else you know? Who else you know talk like this? You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
It's just an emotional reaction we have toward talking. That sometimes we be like, you know what I mean? Nigga, we just talking with our hands. That's just, we have such a high emotional output that we just gotta we gotta do something besides use the mouth.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, let's start using this consciously. This is technology. What you think they will ever tell you talking like this is technology? Do you think they will ever tell you throwing up these signs? The gangs, you know why the gangs are so, you know what one of the things that made the gangs so successful? Put me on the big screen, Rev, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that made the gang so successful was their signs.
The mudras.
Their mudras. Without their signs, gangs wouldn't be gangs. This is energy signal. This is advanced technology. So when you see all this shit, when they go like that, that shit is beautiful. You ever seen it? I'll be like, yo, how do they do that? They be doing all these complicated.
Right.
I'm trying to tell y'all,
sacred geometry.
We are the main ingredient, and we have technology here to assist us. So AI is here to assist us. Radionics is going to be here to assist us. Everything on the planet, the computer's here. Everything is here to assist you. Reality is so amazing, and I'm not saying I understand all of this. I'm still trying to come to grips with how amazing this shit is. Every single thing around us is here to assist us. Where do you think they get the genie and the lamp and Aladdin? Everything around us is here to grant us our wish. Everything, the molecules and the atoms of every single thing that you see, whether it's a tree, whether it's a bird, whether it's a lion, whether it's a shark, whether it's a whale, whether it's a dolphin, whoever it is, it responds to our human emotion. Reality is so amazing, it's too good to be true, even for me. So I'm just saying, it's not like I understand all of this, and no, nigga, I'm still trying to come to grips with how amazing and how fantastic this realm is. If we truly knew what we was doing, If we have the instruction manual and we know what we're doing, it's amazing. If we don't, it's like, oh shit, this shit is horrible. So I understand why people don't like this realm. The realm got hijacked by beings that disrupted the whole frequency. So I don't expect y'all to like what's going on now, but I'm here to tell y'all that a new time is emerging amongst us. I realize that the world is up for grabs. I'm gonna be a major player. I just want the people that's on my channel to realize that if you watch me say this shit I'm saying, something special about you. Because you can't go to work and say, I heard Brother Rich. You can't talk to your family members. You can't talk. This is something that most of y'all keep to yourselves or a select group of people. Hey, there's this dude named just saying my name, Radiohead Rich. Imagine saying that. They'd be like, nigga, get your ass out of here. That's not credible. So the fact that y'all listen to us is a sign within itself. And I really want to create this tech community. So I advise everybody to sign up for this workshop. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And I'm just so excited about it, y'all. So excited.
Beautiful, beautiful. I want to do something because the next question that I have for you is going to still be in the realms of manifestation and using AI as a manifestation accelerator. I want to give the family out there some AI video manifestation tools that they can use.
Excellent.
Let me see if I can share my screen, because if I can, they'll be able to do a screenshot so they don't have to worry about spelling and all of that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not be able to do that. So I'm just going to verbally speak it. And if I do have mods or anybody that wants to write it out, you know what I mean? There's people in the audience that use these tools. Yeah, just write it out for me. Do me a favor. Do me a solid and whatnot. So for the ladies and gentlemen, video generation tools. These are the video generation tools. The first one is called Runway, right? Like runway, like where models walk down a runway. Okay. So Runway is perfect for immersive visualization. Keep in mind, we're speaking about the tools that you'll be using for manifestation. The tools that you'll be using for manifestation. One of them is Runway. The other is called Luma. Luma. Luma Labs. And they have a engine called Ray 3. RAY 3. One of the best video generation models on the market. Then you have Sora 2. Sora 2 is free right now for everybody. Take advantage of it right now. It's the best tool on the market. Sora 2. SORA 2. While it's free, go crazy. You could literally create IP. You could create copyrighted all type of stuff. You also could put your face in any type of AI movie or AI clip. So Sora 2. And then the next one is Kling. KLING 2.5. Kling. Use that. And then the last one is called WAN. WAN 2.5. And you could go ahead and Google that. That one is also excellent. They got WAN Animate and they got WAN 2.5. That's from China. The top 5 image tools. When you're going to make images, and when you make images, you can make them move with the video tools. It starts with images. Midjourney, ChatGPT 5, Flux, FLUX, and Leonardo AI. So, are you familiar with any of these tools, Radiohead? And if you are, which ones have been game changers for you?
The cling. Like
Cling, right?
I already
Okay.
mentioned the main tools I use, but the cling is dope.
Yes, Cling
Um,
is fire.
yeah, the cling is dope, and I've tried the Luma Labs. That's dope, but I haven't tried the other ones. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Shatter the Glass. I appreciate that. Right. So, what's in my pocket?
Big face hundreds. See,
So that right there is a mantra that you was able to program into the subconsciousness of your audience to the point where if somebody says in a crowded arena, right, when you with your family and whatnot, you know, shit, you could be 99 years old in the orange grove and whatnot with your robe ribbling, and somebody just pop out and be like, "What's in my pockets?" You be saying, "Big face, honey." Like that is a perfect example of programming and utilizing some a manifestation mantra and whatnot to program into the subconsciousness of the audience. Can you
Yo,
share with us? Go ahead.
now finish your question. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can you share with us what was what was behind that? What made you bring that to your audience and whatnot? And what are some of the ways that somebody who's listening to this, if they wanted to start creating mantras and having people around them repeat it or get it into the zeitgeist of their crowd?
Yo, so is your channel can I just play the intro of the Big
Yeah,
Ply song? I can play
yeah,
it? All
yeah.
right. So family, so let me show y'all. Shout out to Plies. He was the inspiration to me even saying that. Oh, let me just hope y'all can hear. Yeah. You can hear Red?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Let the streets know. Let the streets know. Okay. What's in my pocket, dog? Big face, honey.
So hold on. So did y'all everybody hear that?
Yeah, we heard that.
So let me put this back on the Buddha statue. Shout out to AA. AA made this. Shout out to Mo. I see my brother Mo. AA made this Buddha statue, my mic stand. So let me just sit in this position for the rest of the show.
Right.
So that that song right there, I got a list of songs that I listen to when I meditate. If you read up on the science of music and how it transforms your brain waves and your brain states and all that, you will understand that that is the most advanced shit on the planet, and that is why they always have to take out the king of R&B or the king of whoever who's making conscious music, because they can. Bob Marley, for example, Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly, and you could be a degenerate, but they still got to take you out because your music reflects a certain frequency. So
Right. Of course.
so
Activate people.
yeah,
in this space.
R. Kelly was the greatest R&B singer of all time,
Yes.
and even though he was a degenerate in his private life, but they're like, nah, get this. He nigga made Step in the Name of Love. Like, bro, this dude was no joke. I sung his song. I had his song playing at my mother's funeral.
Right.
The World's Greatest, and it was the World's Greatest, and it was another one.
I
But
believe I could fly.
yeah, I Believe I Can Fly. Thank you, my brother.
Right.
Thank you. Those two. But this song is one of my meditation songs because I have different. Let me just tell you, in terms of mind movies, and this is what I want to teach the people, and this is why I hope y'all sign up for this course because it's much bigger than just a workshop. We're creating a whole community. So I advise you to sign up tonight with the link. But I want to teach people about when you meditating, you got how a movie has certain scenes. In my mind, I'll be like, oh, this is the money scene. So if I'm thinking about the money scene, I got to play the money music. Or if I think about, let's say another scene, I'll think about I'm going to have a good show scene. If I'm thinking about I'm going to have a good show scene, I'll think of a show that, a song that puts me in the mind frame of having a good song, a good show. But this right here, anytime I want to think about money, I remember before I got my house, I was listening to this in Brooklyn. So this one makes this one special for me because
Right.
after I got my house, I was like, what I was listening to? Then I was like, Big Face Honey.
Right.
And like I said, you talk to the quantum field with emotion. And the biggest way to create an emotional outpouring to the quantum field is through music. This is why they got.
That's why hip hop is so big, right?
This is why
That's why hip.
And this is why they have to have the NWA. This is why they had to get rid of Public Enemy.
Right.
Listen, the largest, the most. I'm trying to think of the word. The best word. The most effective way. The most effective, and this doesn't sound scientific because hip hop and quantum field shouldn't go into the same sentence. The most effective way for a lot of us to communicate with the quantum field is through hip hop. And when you hear that shit, it sounds like it shouldn't go in the same sentence, but it does, my nigga. The only reason why it doesn't is because you have an inferiority complex. Bobby Hemmett said, listen, if somebody else created Ebonics and we didn't, we would think that shit is superior. We've been taught that we got the ugly coat, and then they wear our coat. You know how niggas say you got an ugly coat, the next thing you know they wearing it?
Pop out with your shit on. Yeah, dripping.
Listen, we've been taught we were so inferior that when we hear hip-hop and quantum physics, we don't think it goes in the same sentence, but it does. The most effective way for us to tap into the quantum field is with hip-hop, R&B music, reggae music, dance hall music, our music globally, family. So this is why I create, and I'm gonna make an AI video to this. Plenty money. I'm gonna make an AI video to this.
You got to.
Yeah. But listen, this is what I'm saying. This is why you need to be part of this community that we forming. It's starting with this AI workshop. Do not miss the tide. Do not miss the
Please
wave.
don't miss it.
When we on it popping, y'all gonna say, yo, what happened? But listen, we have to protect ourselves, and we have to make sure everybody who signed up is really about this shit, who's really serious. They not just here to see what's the next best thing, and if it don't go their way in the next 6 months, we really gonna create some shit. It's really gonna be some real shit, man. So I really want y'all to sign up for this workshop. It's way bigger than the AI workshop. We're creating communities after this, and it's beautiful. But like I said, this that song, it came from my meditation songs, and I'm just like, yo, I want to introduce it to the world, and it just came natural. I would say anybody when you come up with a mantra, or like let's say I changed my name right to Radiohead Rich from Black Magic. Do what comes natural. Don't if you got to force something. If it feels, first of all, you got to understand what feels forced and what feels natural. So you got to go through a whole course on that, an internal course on what feels natural, what feels forced, and you got to analyze things that happen in your life. This is something that you got to analyze. Okay, this happened. Did that feel forced? That happened. Did that feel natural? You got to start taking an internal audit. Audit. I'm glad I said it. You see, we said it at the same time. You have to do an internal audit. Once you take the internal audit, you will find out I can't teach you. That's something only you could do an internal audit.
Right.
Only you could do an internal audit. I can't teach you that shit. I don't know what triggers you. I don't know what gives you goosebumps. Talking about Osiris may not give you goosebumps, but saying the most supreme one, or it could be whatever. You could have a phrase that just gets you going. You got to figure that out from your internal audit. So yeah, family. So it just, when I thought about giving the family something that will help them with wealth, something that's modern, this song just came to mind. So I just used it. I just went with the flow. I'm gonna go with the flow kind of dude, and that's what I do in the music studio. I like Red. I like to treat life like I treat the music studio with Cambada. The same way I approach the music studio with Cambada, I like to approach life like that. I go with the flow, and I like to create a good vibe. So in my shows, I create a certain vibe. Once I create the vibe, Red.
Yes, a net.
I know. Listen, Red. If I create a good vibe in the show, you know what I know? This is what I know. This is amazing, Red. Check this out. You ready, Red?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If I got a question The person who's speaking will lead into the question before I ask the question. So then when I ask the question, I look even more genius because I asked the question right after they said that. Meanwhile, reality reacted to me. Nigga, I keep telling you, reality react. Listen, who asked you? Do an internal audit. Say, who asked me, hey, how has reality reacted to you today? People say, how has your day gone? Meaning, how have you responded to your external circumstances? What we got to get in the habit of in this new era, the age of Aquarius, yo, how has reality reacted to you? Because it puts it on you.
Right.
It puts it on you.
Right.
So how's reality reacted to me today? Well, today reality, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Something I'm working on is I have focus, but laser focus and laser patience. And I was stuck in traffic for like 2 hours. I picked up my son. We all picked up me, my lady, my daughter. We picked up my son, and we went to get something to eat. And I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours. And the whole 2 hours, I was just talking to myself about, oh, this is great. I get to work on my patience today. Because sometimes if I know I got work later on that day, or if I know I got something, I get a little impatient. So I'll be like, fuck, shit, damn, or whatever. So today I was like, you know what? This is an example. This is an opportunity for me to show reality what my new reality is going to be. Because since reality is reacting to me, I got to show you who I am now. I got to show you the new me, nigga. I gotta show you, because if I keep showing you the old me, you're gonna keep giving me the old me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta show you the new me. I'm good. You know what I mean? I would say I gave myself a B plus today. I'm looking for that A plus, because you gotta grade yourself. You gotta be your own.
You do gotta be honest. You gotta audit.
I gave myself a B plus. It could have been better, but I kept it in mind, you know. And I give myself grades at the end of the day, like, you know, this, that, you know, I gave myself grades to what to work on, what not to work on. I'm a Virgo, so I'm analytical, you know what I'm saying? So shit just happened like that. But family, please, matter of fact, let me see who signed up. Let me see something. Let me see if y'all serious about this, right? Because this the shit we talk about today, you know what I'm saying? Shit we talk about today is dope, man.
Let me put this link up to the family so y'all can go ahead and get y'all tickets. Make sure you sign up to this workshop. Make sure y'all are in the building. We have monumental plans built around November 1st and November 2nd. Please believe me. You dig? Please believe me. I'm gonna go to a commercial in a minute.
You're ready. I gotta leave soon, so I'm gonna just tell you about how to get cigars, and then I gotta get out of here, my brother.
Definitely. All right. Let them know how they could get the cigars. I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me get one more question
in. I'm here.
I wanted to introduce the family to a concept called vibe coding. I want y'all to go ahead and Google it. I want y'all to go ahead and GPT it. I want y'all to look up.
You put me on. You put me on. Go ahead.
Yeah, vibe coding is the truth, y'all. So vibe coding is when you align your intention with your AI prompts and you embed your manifestation in every word. It is a powerful way to bring things into existence. It is a part of manifestation. It is a new addition to manifestation. It is the upgraded version to manifestation. So let's just say that your affirmation is, I'm a successful entrepreneur living in abundance. You would create an image prompt that would say, I'm a confident Black entrepreneur standing in a modern luxury office, floor to ceiling windows overlooking the city, warm sunlight. I'm professional, powerful, abundant energy, photorealistic, right? Boom. Then your video prompt, a person walking through their dream office, smiling, team collaborating in the background, success and gratitude in the air, cinematic, inspiring. Boom. When you generate these, you watch them every morning, you feel them. Your subconscious starts accepting them as the truth. While you driving to your job, you playing it on your phone, you playing it on the big screen, you playing it, you just watching it, you meditating on it. I want to know, Brother Rich, have you been doing something similar with your morning routine or your creative process? And how do you use AI generated visuals or content to stay aligned with your vision?
In my morning, the first I've trained myself, the very first, very first thing I say when I wake up in the morning is thank you. Thank you. Gratitude is way more than just an affirmation. Me and Blue is doing a whole book on that. Shout out to Bluefield. We're doing a book on that, and we might let it drop in December, either probably January, maybe the top of the year to start out 2026. But the very first thing I say is thank you, because I have a mission and a purpose that I have to fulfill, and to be given the opportunity to live another day is a blessing. It's the most amazing blessing. I have children that I want to leave. This 363 empire that I'm building is like I said, the world is up for grabs. And I have what was that word? I said something delusion. I have damn, I gotta go back to what I said. But I'm delusional, but it's a safe delusional way where I'm not doing weird, crazy shit out there. It's delusional in my
Lulu. You're not Lulu. You're not Lulu. You're just delusional.
Like, you got to be careful when you use that word. But I'm delusional in the sense that I believe in my abilities to accomplish certain things, and I'm not, and it's not harming people or bringing people bringing negativity to people. It's just me being who I am and who I came to this earth to be. So yeah. It's dope.
Nah, no doubt, man. Definitely, bro. So yes, man. I want to say thank you, Radiohead. We got an hour and a half in, some real classic content, some good information, some applicable information that the family could definitely go ahead and use. Yes, sir.
Let me just tell it because I see a lot of people talking about the cigars. Shout out to everybody. Let me. Am I able to share a link in the chat?
The chat. Yep.
All right. So this is what's happening, family. For those who may be in the dark or those who may have heard, there's a lot of talk around town. Where is this? Where is this at? About these radio cigars. Hold on, I'm trying to look for them. So I'm building my channel. I'm building my empire, as I said, and I've come across, and for those who donate, connect to the comment. What is this? Why is it telling me? Hold up. Oh, okay. Hold up. Give me 1 second, yo. It's telling me to connect to the comment section. Already has some access. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. For those of you who help out, donate. I'm see, it says this comment has failed to post to know the ledger.
Put it in my private. If you could drop it in the private chat and I'll post it.
All right, let me hold up, y'all. Let me, because you can't post links in the comment because people will be posted. It'll be spam central, y'all. All right, I just said to see. So all right, so I'm taking donations on my channel to help build my channel. I want the family to help me build. Like I said, I'm building my own movie empire. I'm building my own just everything. Entertainment empire, music empire, health empire. I mean, you think about it in terms of media, I'm building it. And I want the family to help support the channel. And for those of you who give donations of 30 or more, I'm gifting you a cigar that usually only the shamans have access to in the beautiful country island of Honduras. And these are cigars that were gifted to me by people of Honduras, for energetic purposes. And obviously I was given permission to offer them to people of this country. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I not only had to go to Honduras to get them, but once you get off the plane in Honduras, you have to drive 3-4 hours.
4 hours, right?
Into the mountains. The mountains touch the clouds in the sky to get it. So these are not easily accessible. Let me show y'all. Like, these are not. I don't want y'all to think. Let me get y'all with the ones with the. These are not easily accessible. These are not. and these are hand rolled. These aren't you can go to airport in Honduras and get cigars. Put me on the big screen, Red.
Right.
Put me on the big screen, Red. You could go to the airport in Honduras, right? And they got cigars. They say, "Hey, do you want a cigar?" They're not this. These are different. These are different. These are special for special people. And if you are contributing to this platform, and I'm building like a mall, like you will be granted like the smell. Oh my God, this is a beautiful smell. Me and Ray gonna light one of these for the movie premiere tomorrow. But let me show y'all, family. And I got it. And listen, the temperature is right here. What the temperature say, Ray? What that say?
72.
So I'm keeping them nice.
72.
Listen, family. Listen. Linda, listen. Listen. Hold on. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm keeping them nice and fresh for y'all. But these things here are amazing. They are gateway. These are things that we have been using for so many. Our ancestors have used for so many years. They were a part of so many rituals, so many ceremonies. And I'm just thankful to have access to them and to be in possession of them at this time. If you would like, I think, Red, did you share the link in the chat?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Click the link in the chat. Like I said, a donation of 30 or more. You donate to the channel 30 or more, I will gift you with a cigar or more, depending on how much you donate. But yeah, these are special there for ritualistic purposes. Before I get out of here, I want to just list a couple of things. Now, cigars are you know how sage cleanses your space?
Right.
Cigars like the opener. So like you light a cigar before you have a meeting, before you start something. It's like the opener ceremony. And the cigar smoke, the spirit, everything has a spirit. It carries your message to the quantum field at a rate faster than you could ever imagine in your life. There's an intimate connection between cigar smoke and what's in the tobacco in the quantum field. And this is why a lot of times what happens is the quantum fields put things in this realm to help us connect with it. So it'll put ayahuasca. It'll put certain things that it knows will bring you back to it at an extremely fast rate. Mm-hmm. When you need help, there's things here to help you. It's like when you play in a video game and you need help in a video game, then all of a sudden you get a coin. All of a sudden you get this. All of a sudden you get a mushroom or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, a power up. When we need a power up, there's tobacco. I got a power up, and I'm like, woo, 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 woo. Then all of a sudden I grow big. You know, I'm married with woo, 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 woo. You know this shit. Yo, when you can have fun with this shit, it's amazing. Remember, woo, 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 woo. That nigga got big. No, do not freeze them. No, you do not. No. I have them. No, you have to keep them at a certain temperature. I would say put them in a Ziploc bag. But you do no. You freeze them, it's gone. It's over. It's over for that. They can't be. No. We come from tropical climate. You can't freeze this. No, it's not. It's not meat. Even we get the whole thing about freezing because we freeze our meat. But you got to remember, in old times, we ate the meat as soon as we killed it. This freezing meat shit, this is a new concept. We're not even supposed to freeze our meat. We only freeze it because we live in a culture that is sick and that's dead. But when you kill that animal, eat that motherfucker the same night that you kill it. You know what I'm saying? Or the next day. You don't eat it a month later. That's some shit that we've been taught. So it's not only do you do not freeze cigars, but we shouldn't even freeze our meat. We shouldn't freeze any of this shit. When we kill our meat, our food, we eat it that same day. But let me real quick, Red, because I know I saw ran. Just a couple of instructions with the tobacco. Tobacco is the opener of the way. It opens up whatever you have your intentions in mind, and it opens it up. One thing I want you to do as you start before you smoke your tobacco is thank the spirit of tobacco. It has a spirit. Thank the spirit of tobacco for his assistance and for connecting with you. I also want you to speak out loud your intentions before you smoke. The third thing I want you to keep in mind is to be by yourself if the people around you are going to be a distraction. Be honest with yourself and know if the people around you, if they talking about bullshit. If a nigga's talking about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beefing and dissing each other babies, that's not the time to pull up to spark your tobacco. It's really not, my nigga. Do not pull up your tobacco and smoke it during that conversation. Save it for by yourself. If you are going to smoke it, I smoked one with Red, it's because it was right before a business meeting. And the business meeting was right before the AI business meeting, which I need y'all to sign up for right now if you haven't already, and if you haven't recognized the seriousness of this. All right, the fourth thing I want you to keep in mind is something you can do if you by yourself and you don't mind. Something Bobby taught us is to blow smoke in all four directions. You got north, east. Yeah, nude. Yeah. You got all four directions. Blow it in all four directions. You create this whole torus field around you. You know, they say the torus field comes from a heart and it goes like it's like a donut shape.
Yeah.
But you could get creative with it. You could blow the smoke and you could create a torus field, but I would just say blow the smoke in all four directions and engulf yourself in that smoke, because that smoke is important. It's not just smoke, it's spirit. You're engulfing yourself in spirit. Let's stop talking. Let's stop calling tobacco smoke. It's tobacco spirit. It's tobacco spirit. It's spirit. Sometimes you got to understand this, family. Sometimes ancestors, they don't want to go through the process of incarnating as a whole human body. So it's easier if they just want to experience the physical realm. Let me just come as smoke. I'll just come as smoke. I could just go there like that. I could just come as smoke. I could be in and out. You know what I'm saying? But if I come out, I got to go through all this shit. I got to be a baby. I can't speak. These niggas is gonna be touching me when I'm young, and my mama's gonna be looking for a nigga and abandon me. Right. You know, so you nigga like I don't even want to come as a human. Let me just put part of my consciousness as some smoke and assist somebody. Like you gotta start thinking about this thing differently. But anyway, let me continue. All right. So another thing, the next thing is, if you can be outside in nature and listen to the sounds of nature to clear your mind from the noise you have accumulated during the day. Me and Red talk about, I listened to Steve Jobs, and he talked about the signal to noise ratio, where we're radio antennas and we're constantly getting a signal, but we're paying attention to the noise. So we're not focusing on our signal. If you eliminate the noise and you just pay attention to simple things like nature, birds chirping, water moving, grasshoppers or whatever, you'll start to pick up more of the signal. So just spend 5 minutes picking up on the signal, being outside in nature. The next thing is visualize what you're looking for. Remember, you're looking for the mental experience in that moment. You're not looking to manifest it. Oftentimes when we say visualize, we start thinking about the manifestation process. And when we do that, first thing we think about, how's it going to happen? Just experience it in that moment. I had a talk with Red and I experienced it in that moment. When our children go into their imagination, they just experience it in that moment. The word manifestation don't exist to my son. I wish we could get rid of that motherfucking word. I truly wish we could get rid of the word manifestation. Me. Because my son don't know that word, and he's amazing at imagination. I wish we could get rid of that motherfucking word. But that's a whole nother conversation. I don't want to stir up controversy, but I'm not a big fan of the word manifestation because it makes you think about the future.
Right.
I'm here. I want, when you engage in that cigar or whatever your imagination, I want you just to experience it right there and then, right there in that moment. And if you do it right, it's beautiful. It feels like it's really happening. And if you smoke that cigar and it takes you into this theta mode, just visualize. Go, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You ain't got it in real life. Fuck it. Have it in your mind. Ladies, you ain't got a man. Fuck it. Have him in your mind. Brothers, you ain't got this that bread. Have it in your mind.
Right. That's where it's gonna start. It's gonna start in the mind first.
So
then
next
it's gonna
thing,
manifest.
So, and the last thing I'm gonna say, I'm just because the list could be extensive and I could go on, and there's like so many variations of the list, but I would say take a shower. Take a shower or a bath after the session. Give thanks to what you just went through. And just think of while you're bathing, while you're immersed in that water, be appreciative because you're going to be in such a calm, euphoric state. Think of everything that you are appreciative for during that whole time. You're going to be in a zone, so it's going to feel fun. It's going to be the most fun bath or the most fun shower you ever took. It's going to be very fun. And that's a good thing because the water's hitting you, and that water, and you're programming your cells, and you're programming the water in your body, and your skin is your largest organ, whatever. So yeah, definitely be thankful during that whole set. This is a ritualistic bath or shower. This isn't a regular bath or shower. This is a bath or shower of pure gratitude after your tobacco session. So I would say those are some simple basic things that I would say. It gets more complicated. Like I could tell you about the fire breath and charging your tongue and things like that, but I'll save that for people who actually get the cigars and who email me. But this is just for the general public who are interested, and I want them to know that there are brainwave states that we enter. There are things, elements on this planet that assist us, like the herbs, like the mushrooms, like the tobacco, like the marijuana, and a lot of it has been tampered with on purpose, and some things haven't. This is why I have to go to the Honduras and then drive 4 hours in the motherfucking mountains just to get it. So yeah, I'm on and popping. I'm the tobacco chief. I'm in town. I'm in America. Yeah. It was bestowed upon me, niggas. Make sure you get. I'm the tobacco chief. You know what I mean? I don't know who a god is. I don't know what ancient god is the tobacco chief, but I'm the current tobacco chief. And shout out to the ancient tobacco chief. And we're gonna, make this thing happen. I said something to Vicky. Listen, I got the gods on the tobacco. I said something to Vicky, Hank, Red Pill, Ron Hayes, and the list goes on. Like the gods are getting it. The gods have not had access to this for a long time. But the gods are having access. Shout out to the island once again, the island of Honduras. I appreciate you for what you produce, and we got a lot more work to do together. And yeah, just want to say that, man. It's beautiful.
Somebody said, "How was your experience with it?" Oh man! So the minute I lit it up, I was at his residence, and I lit up the cigar, and a deer popped out, a big Bambi too, not no little deer,
big one,
big Bambi, big ass deer, and it was walking around like it didn't even it wasn't phased. Yeah, like it don't know about my Gundalero. Yeah. Like it didn't hear, like the deer was acting like it didn't hear about me outside, and then it started raining
right after that.
So that was my experience. Like all type of nature things started opening up, and I just was sitting there, like taking it all in. Cause I was like, I waited for this moment, and here we are, and like shit is happening. But like he said, sometimes you just gotta take the present moment in. Like I didn't, you know what I mean? I just was taking it in. Like, okay, I'm in the smoke. There's fucking deers around, shit raining and shit. You know what I mean? Like. You see how slow I was moving too when it was raining.
Bro was on chill mode. Red, listen, you know what? We gotta take advantage when we meditate, Red. Listen, at the end of the day, Red, no matter how successful we are, or no matter how effed up we are, this shit is all an illusion, bro.
Type shit.
But and I asked myself before, well, if it's all an illusion, why do you go so hard? That's just what I was meant to do. I have no other choice. I don't have a choice, Red. That's just what I know this is an illusion, but this is what I was brought here to do, my nigga. This is my mission. This is my mission. So I'm so thankful. Thank you for this mission. But this is all an illusion at the end of the day. If you have the time, family, to take 5 minutes, because life could be so consuming, take 5 minutes and just relax. Just relax, man.
Take it all in. Take it all in.
Just relax, man. Yeah, that's all I want to say, man. Thank you for this time, Red.
Nah, man. So
hold on, Red. Somebody said it's a smooth inhale, very smooth, very smooth,
very smooth.
And let me say this, Red. It's not. You don't just have to. If you're not a smoker, you don't have to smoke it. It could be incense. Listen, like I said, the science is in the smoke.
Right.
The smoke is the spirit. You could just light it and leave it on an ashtray while you do work. You don't have to put
let
it
it linger.
because nobody's inhaling it. Really, nobody's really. I'm smoking it, then I'm exhaling. Nobody. I'm not taking it deep in my lungs into my stuff. Nobody's doing that. You can do that if you want, but nobody's really doing that. But what somebody said, the cigars giveaways random? No, whoever donates over 30.
Yeah.
Or,
It's not like a flywheel type thing. Like
oh,
the prices.
No, and if you donate over 30, depending on what you donate, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna give you some more.
Right.
Did
They said they need a tobacco show.
Me and Hank is doing one soon.
All right, yeah, that's gonna be dope. We need that. We definitely need that. That's definitely dope.
Let me you share the link with them. Share the link again one more time, Red, for the tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to be a smoker, y'all. Y'all could just light it, put it in your. It's just about the aroma. It's really about the aroma. You don't have to smoke. It's just about the aroma being in your circumference. Circumference. Your perimeter. Circumference, yeah. It's just about the tobacco being in your circumference. So you don't have to smoke it. You could just light it and put it down and keep it lit. Just the same way you do with incense. You could treat the tobacco the same way you treat incense. You don't never have to put it to your mouth. Because the smoke is going to get into your aura and your ether. You know how they say secondhand smoke is going to get into your ether. You could do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Red, I'm so excited for this this workshop, the Discord workshop, everything we got coming up after it, and just the community we're creating. You, Spin City, Original Black God, Seven Beaumont, everybody, my brother Mo that's in the chat, everybody else that's coming on board. What we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to make history. We're getting ready to make technology. Remember when our people were creating technology during slavery, so-called slavery, and what we use on this planet right now, 80% of it is the technology that was created at that time. Whether it's the air conditioner, whether it's the stoplight, whether it's the all fridge, types of things, the fridge, all that shit. We're gonna go through another renaissance of inventions like that. We're gonna go through another renaissance of inventions like that, and AI is gonna be a part of it. Radionics is gonna be a part of it. We're going. Listen, it's Atlantean technology has returned, and AI is the what do you call that on the bike? The training wheels, and we're gonna keep going. Do not miss out on this, family. Be a part of this. Sign up. Let me see if any. Let me see if any. Are y'all taking this? Because I know y'all think sometime I'll be. I'm serious. Let me see if any of y'all taking this serious. What I'm talking about. I just want to see. Like, has anybody taking this? We've been on here 2 hours. A couple of people taking this serious. Okay, a couple of y'all taking it serious. Regardless, man, I appreciate.
Shout out to y'all.
Everybody who signed up, everybody who listened. If you just tuned in, if you're here to the end, I appreciate you being here to the end because that means something to me. You allow me to express myself, and that's dope. Red, I want to thank you, my brother, for allowing me to come on your show. Shout out to everybody. I came on my show at the end of my son's birthday, so that makes it extra special. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. Shout out to the young God.
Yeah, my son's serious. If you came in late, I'm so proud. I'm a proud dad. Let me show my babies one
proud
time.
Papa. Yeah, you're supposed to be. Shoot, talk your shit.
If you missed something, so we just took these pictures. That's my son. That's my little mini me. That's my little mini me. That's my look at my little daughter.
Look how happy he is. So look at wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So beautiful.
That's my little babies. That's what I'm doing all this for. And
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
What that means, and you asked me earlier about focus, Red, right?
Right.
And you mentioned focus about me being focused and not me going. And I said this so many times. And my children helped me have laser sharp focus. Laser sharp. When you get older as a dude and you get confused about the world, and let's say we from New York and we go into the streets, right? Then you see what the streets is about. Then you see what this is about. Then you see what that is about. Then you ultimately realize, Red, wow, this shit is about family. That's the ultimate realization. After everything, this shit is about family and purpose. Yeah. This shit is about family and purpose. There's two things that this shit come down to when you're a man. It comes down to family and it comes down to purpose. So shout out to those who have a purpose or who are trying to figure out the purpose. Shout out to those who have a family who are figuring out how to create their family. And family comes in many forms. Even if you broke up with your baby mom or your baby daddy, you could be it's still your family. You still have a child. You know, we all go through shit. I could break up with my girl next year. My son is still gonna be my son. She's still gonna be my baby mama. My daughter's gonna be my daughter. It don't matter, y'all. So let's, you know, and family extends beyond that into energetic circles. So you may have somebody that you just have an incredible bond with, and that may be your family. So yeah, find your tribe, find your family. That's part of what we're bringing to the table. And let's do this, y'all. Sign up for this workshop.
Pull up to this workshop, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna play this commercial, and then we are out of here. We will be back. I think tomorrow we got something, but look out for the flyer for the Patreon.
The movie premiere.
The movie premiere tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. 9 p.m.
We got a movie premiere. Red will be there. A lot of people's going to be there. I'm not going to even say everybody's name. 9 o'clock. Oh, and I changed my channel name. 363 Empire. 363 Empire. All right.
So rebranding, ladies and gentlemen. It's 363 Empire. Tomorrow's the movie premiere. We enter into a new age. This is the Gilded Age, the golden age of film. We're going to keep this thing going up. This is leading up to November 1st and November 2nd. That is going to be the biggest workshop of this whole entire year, not just for the Black community, but around the world. You know what I'm talking about? We are going to shift the conversation, and we're going to show and prove that this AI thing, this ancestral intelligence, that we are definitely the gods of the universe, and we're going to use this to, you know, build and destroy the right way. You know what I mean? Build and destroy the right way.
See you tomorrow on my channel, family.
Yes, indeed. No doubt. Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's close it out. Let's play this commercial. This is going to be an AI Masters commercial, and then we're going to close it out with Pay Us in Crypto. Peace, love, and light. All right.
Hey, yo, we got it going on. I'm here to right all my wrong. Yo, we got it going on. This is for the culture. Yeah. Hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah. We here to right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my views. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. I'm teaching essentials, I'm operating at my peak, it's potential. Elijah, he told me to keep it on simple. Through these instrumentals, I speak to your mental. Red, back in the booth, rap to the youth, they was lacking the truth. Rap to the seas, they was lacking the roots. Smoked all the trees and they snacking on fruits. Bed, attached to my roof, detached to the roof on the back of the coupe. Back from the future, I'm back in the red and the blue, yeah, I'm back on my snoop. Niggas be biting, they cracking, they tracking, they niggas be capping, they lacking, they put a toe tag on the back of they boot. Battle with nukes, I'm attacking, they truth. I wrote these bars in Sumerian text. The legends of Mu, I'm Sumerian sets. It was written in Targaryen text. Came to conquer my various. Yeah, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah. We here to right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my views. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. Cam, back on the mic. is finally time. Swear that I hear every prayer that you say. I was there every day.
Chat, what the hell? They got a pillar at the Vatican. Pope Pablo, where you at?
You either fight or run. Life a game, I feel like I won. Hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. We hit them right all on wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my fuse. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God.
From the quantum shadows, a traveler emerges. Fly Sinet, the multi-dimensional hacker, living his hero's journey. He joins the Pantheon at AI Masters Workshop, November 1st and 2nd. Hosted by 363 Empire, with Red Pillar and Seven Bomar. Tickets, lock yours in, now.
This is the law of mental command. It is the understanding that you are not a victim of your thoughts, but a commander of them.
Vegas and crypto, diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist pump, you stay up and dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped out, acting gay up in Cisco. Man, take the day off and play up at Ristos, causing chaos and play up Calypso.
I paused in kitchens and caused addictions. I paused prescriptions and caused inflictions. Lil Bixby playing in stores and Brixton on the dark web. You gotta pause every doors, cause encryptions. Tesla engines, pause the pistons. I seen every floor I leave sore and listing. For that action, they sponsored the Bronson. They was hooked on that shit like Johnson and Johnson. That freeway, Ricky Ross, straight out of Compton, straight out of Bompton. Red on blue, violence in the land. The projection of the will, the perfection of the kill, the reflection of the pills. I'm a frontline soldier, I'm no doja. These crystals not from
Vegas and crypto, diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist pump, you stay up and dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped now, acting gay up in Cisco. Man, take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play up Calypso.
Hickory dickory down, hit a lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot, lick off a shot. Heavy in the pedal, we slip off a knot. Heavy in the ghetto, they crib walk a lot. Crib walk the crypto, lift off the stocks. Drips off the crystal and pots. Disco rods in the blocks on my chain from the crystal shop. In a light air, lift off the rock. Toe from the right chain on my block. White paint on my socks. White paint on my socks. Hickory dickory dock. Hit the lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot, lick off a shot, we lick off a shot.
Vegas and crypto, diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist pump, you stay up and dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped now, acting gay up in Cisco. Man, take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play up Calypso.